two traveling mages, Frieren and Fern, encounter a dragon they wish to defeat, but they lack the capability to do it on their own.
They are very resilient creatures. No choice then. Run!
This leads to them seeking out a warrior trained by Eisen of the hero's party. This man is known to the village for staring into the face of the dragon and scaring it off with just his presence. This man is Stark. However, when the two mages ask for Stark's help in defeating the dragon once and for all, Stark hesitates. He's ashamed to admit that he's no hero, like the villagers thought. He didn't stare down the dragon, but rather was too cowardly to even move. Most of us would see this character and think, oh boy, just another Hercule Satan character, just another king, another Usopp. A weak character who pretends to be strong, but you'd be wrong. Stark, in my opinion, is one of the best and hands down most underrated characters in all of the Frieren series. Not because of his comedic relief exactly, but because of the lesson he instills in the audience and the masterful way Yamada presents this life lesson in cowardice. But first, let's complete the story from where we left off. Stark, in an effort to be brave, travels with Frieren and Fern to fight the dragon. Despite his hand shaking, he charges the beast, and before he even realizes it...
It's already dead!
Huh?
I killed it. On my own.
He killed it, without the help of the two mages at all. He was so used to seeing himself as beneath everyone that it never occurred to him how strong he had actually become over the years. You see, as a child, he was often looked down on by his peers. He was seen as the useless younger brother to a great warrior, and this treatment would lend to his confidence becoming crippled. But the true event that permanently imprinted a sense of worthlessness into Stark is the day his village was attacked by demons. His brother stayed to fight, while Stark was told to run away.
I'm sure Himmel wouldn't have run away that night.
Later in life, he would meet and be trained by Eisen of the hero's party, who taught him how to fight with an axe. But no matter how strong Stark became during his training, his confidence was still weak, causing him to always prefer to opt out of fighting, no matter how necessary it was. Despite being Eisen's best student, he was a coward. And cowardness is not weakness of the body, but of the mind. Later on in the story, Stark would encounter demons like the ones that had killed his family as a child. He went on to fight the demon Linny, who could duplicate his master Eisen's fighting style. He could never defeat his master in a fight, and so he finds himself overwhelmed and goes on the defense to survive.
The human wants to deny me my fun. He's refusing to do anything but defend himself.
However, his defensive strategy had little effect, and he found himself taking multiple blows from his opponent. Then, he noticed something strange. Despite her many attacks, she was unable to kill him. Her force was lacking, somehow. Gathering up this newfound confidence, he goes in for a strike for the first time. Linny tries to hit him while he's no longer defending, except she's not strong enough to finish him off.
Your attacks don't have any weight behind them.
Lightning strike!
And Stark defeats her in a single blow. Ironically, if he wasn't defending for most of the fight, he could have defeated her much faster and suffered less wounds. It's very common for shonen to show us the benefits of believing in ourselves, but very rarely do we find an anime that teaches us the dangers of not believing in ourselves. Often we find ourselves afraid of something not because of our lack of talent or physical strength, but because of our own mental barriers that hold us back, because of our fear of failure. But not everyone who's afraid needs to run, and when you don't run away, you might find that what you were scared of wasn't worth the anxiety in the first place. Yamada shows us that men cannot let themselves be cowards. The more Stark is able to break away from his own self-consciousness, the stronger he will become. And this is why Stark is the most underrated character in Frieren. This is why I want more Stark in Frieren. Stop sidelining him, Yamada. He's a great character. There needs to be more confidence in Stark as a character. He's not just comedic relief. He's barely even that, to be honest. He is genuinely like a great and thoughtful twist on the coward archetype character. But before we continue, let's talk a little bit about Burning Star Comics. Do you know about my comic publishing website? Valentine's Day coming up, we have a romance joining the website called The Way Long Back. If you are interested in some 90s vibe romantic dramas, this is for you. For sure. Or if you're clicking on this video because you're like me and you love Frieren, I have my own dark fantasy comic that's going to be launched on Indiegogo coming March 1st, and then that'll be on the website too. So either way, you should go over to burningstarcomics.net and check out some of our stuff on there. Anyway, onward with what I was saying before. In a lot of ways, I relate to Stark on a somewhat personal level because I can definitely relate to being a coward, maybe not in the sense of fighting demons or anything like that, but I am more so socially a coward. I have difficulty being able to reach out to people or to socially engage. I'm very timid and cowardly, and I'm constantly afraid of what people might think about me, which is not a good thing, especially when you're a YouTuber. Obviously not everybody is going to like you. They're very different types of cowardice, but they are cowardice nonetheless. Let me know what you personally think of Stark as a character down below in the comments section. Do you find him annoying? He's too much of like just a side character, shouldn't be taken serious? Or are you more like me, where you think that he's completely underrated, very interesting twist on an otherwise overused trope? And do you think he should be in the series more, not less? Definitely let me know your own thoughts down below. Like the video if you did enjoy, and subscribe for more videos like this, because I would love to do more videos on Frieren as a series. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Program restart.